Hey, what's up everyone? My name is techgeekjosh and I'm back again with a new video. And this time, it's the review of the HTC Bolt. Now, I'm just messing with you all. Happy April Fool's Day everyone. And I just happened to get this HTC Bolt for only $50 on Letgo just this morning. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So first, let's go ahead and talk about or show off the external of the device before we go any further. So, like we usually do, let's point out any imperfections and essentially just show you guys any flaws that this device may have. A very tiny nick and or scratch or at least some kind of residue right there on the home button. Very, very minor. I can probably get that off over time because I think it's just some kind of residue. And then over on this side, you can see very small and actually unnoticeable scratches in person. You cannot see these scratches in person, but you can on camera and in this lighting. You can see right there. I thought there was one over here, but I can't seem to pick it up on camera or in person, but I don't know what that was about. But that was probably just the seller's lighting or something. No screen imperfections or anything you can see, no cracks or scratches of any sort. Top here, again, nothing. Take a look at the sides. Now we have two slots, which I actually found interesting. So one of them must be your SIM card slot and the other one be your micro SD card slot, which I have not touched. I don't know if these pop out, but I'm pretty sure that they do pop out. So here's one little nick right here. And then that's pretty much it for this side. Looking at the bottom, do you notice anything weird? There's no headphone jack with this phone. So that means in the box you would have got some kind of adapter to plug into the charging port, which is a Type-C port. And you basically get your headphone jack that way. And if you can see here, there's some kind of residue or just something inside the speaker. But it does not hinder it in any way. And man, when I have tested the speaker out earlier, it was loud. And I've got to say, it may have let me see if I can get this out correctly. It's probably the loudest speaker on any phone that I currently own. And I'm not joking, or at least I shouldn't be joking. But trust me when I say this thing is just loud. So I'm probably going to try and get that out over time. I'm not quite sure what that is. So yeah, Type-C charging port. Not sure if it even charges, but I'm pretty sure it does. That just gave it away right there. I'm sorry about that. The fingerprint sensor. No problems with it at all. It just basically woke it up as you just saw there. Right side, no imperfections. Buttons are intact and everything. Little nick right there. This is probably the biggest one on the actual entire phone. One up here. And running my finger over this one right here, I can't even really feel it. So I don't know what that is. It's probably still a scratch, but even though I can't feel it. Then I thought there was one right here, but that's... Wait. Oh yeah, there is one right here. Very, very minor one right there. And, well, one right there. Again, at this point, I'm probably just nitpicking. Because that's just very, very minor cosmetic scrapes and whatnot. Back is in flawless condition pretty much. I'm pretty sure I caused that little nick, though, earlier today. I'm not sure. I don't think that was there when I first got it. Camera lens and whatnot is intact. Everything works on this phone. Basically 100%, as you just saw. Fingerprint sensor works. It woke it up just then. And, well, yeah, here it is. The HTC Bolt in all its glory. Running Android 7.0 Nougat. Unfortunately, no Android Oreo. Has 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of ROM. A 4K camera. Either a 16 or an 18 megapixel camera. I'm not quite sure at this very moment. I'm pretty sure it's a 16 megapixel. With roughly an 8 megapixel in the front. It's on the Boost Mobile network, as you can see right there. And I've disabled basically every Boost Mobile app that I can disable, except for voicemail, which you see right there. But it's not an issue since it has 32 gigs of ROM and whatnot. So that's pretty cool about it. And now the only major issue that I've been having almost ever since I began using this phone after I got it this morning is the battery life. I'm at 24% basically by the end of the day at little past 4:30 p.m. and I have not had to charge this yet. So basically judge that as you wish. If that's good battery, if that's bad. I've turned it on airplane mode the past 2 hours or so, so it has not been on airplane mode all day. But yeah, just take that as you wish. But so far, that's the main issue, is just the battery life on this phone is just awful. There's no other way to put it. It's just awful. Oh yeah, by the way, the processor that's in this phone is a Qualcomm Snapdragon. A little bit of fingerprints right there. Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 processor with, like I just made mention, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of ROM. The clock speed is somewhere around 2 gigahertz. I'm not quite sure. I can't really check anyway. I don't have CPU-Z or anything, so take my word for it, or just Google it, whatever you so choose. But yeah, in terms of the performance on this phone, I've not had one issue. It's been very fast. Going into Instagram, you can see how fast that was. Scrolling, you can see certain posts aren't currently loaded, but pretty sure give it just a few more seconds and it will load. One really nice gesture with this phone is that, for example, I'm in Instagram right here, and going back home, you just tap it. You just tap the home button. And of course, there are capacitive back and recent apps keys that do light up, as you can see right there, and they basically disappear when they turn off, so that's very cool. So yeah, that looks like it's going to do for me in this video. There's really not much else to say about this phone. So anyway, with all that being said, guys, it looks like that's going to do for me in this video. Happy April Fool's Day once again, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one.